Stanza number 5. Then the letters ceased to come for a long time, they did not come. They ceased to come for about 10 months or more. Then a letter finally came saying, "Go down and meet the train. Your son's coming home from the war." So, as I told you, that they were in a communication through letters, but after that, there were no letters coming to his mother for a quite long time. They were not in the communication, and she was not in touch with her son. So this way, 10 months or more than 10 months passed, but she received not even a single letter from her son. Then finally she received a letter, and that was not from John Brown, but it was from a third person, as it wrote, as the letter stated that the mother should go and meet the train, as her son is coming back. Your son is coming back indicates that it is a letter which is not written by John Brown. If he would have written the letter, then he would have written that I am coming back. But here, as it is written that your son is coming back, so it suggests that it's a letter which is not written by John Brown. Rather, it's a letter which is written by a third person who is informing his mother that now your son is coming back from the war, and so you are asked to go and meet the train so that you can receive your son. So in this stanza, we see that after the communication was stopped for about 10 months or more, then a letter came to her in which it was written that she is asked to go and meet the train, as her son was coming back from the war. Stanza 6. She smiled and went right down. She looked everywhere around, but she could not see her soldier son in sight. But as all the people passed, she saw her son at last. When she did, she could hardly believe her eyes. So, after receiving that letter, she gets a smile on her face and straight away went to see her son. She was very happy that now my son is coming back, and as he's coming back, so he will be having lots of medals with him, and I'll be decorating all the I will be decorating the walls with all those medals. So she went to the station and looked around everywhere, but she was not able to find her son. She was not able to see her son. When everyone passed away from that station and it was emptied, she saw that her son was standing there, and the condition in which she saw her son, she was not able to believe what her eyes were seeing. Now we'll see what happened to John Brown. Oh, his face was all shot up, and his hand was all blown off, and he wore a metal brace around his waist. He whispered kind of slow in a voice she did not know, while she couldn't even recognize his face. Oh Lord, not even recognize his face. So now we see that when John Brown's mother saw John Brown, she was very shocked, as she was not able to believe that whatever she was seeing, it was really true. She has never imagined that her son would return in such a pitiable condition. His face was all shot up. His face was badly discovered, and it was not able for John Brown's mother to recognize her own son. He was in such a bad condition. His hand was all blown off. His hand was also injured, and he wore a metal brace around his waist. Metal brace would have supported him so that he could stand and move, which shows that he was not able to stand also, and for standing also he was requiring a support, which was in the form of a metal brace which he was wearing around his waist. He whispered kind of slow in a voice she did not know. He spoke in a very whispering sort of voice which her mother was not aware of. She never knew the voice in which her son was speaking right now. as she has never seen him speaking so slowly. She has always seen her son speaking to her in a very nice tone, but today he was whispering and speaking to her, and she was very shocked. While she couldn't even recognize his face was so much injured, it was so badly disfigured that it was not possible for a mother to recognize her own son's face, which shows that he was really in a very bad condition. Oh, tell me, my darling son, pray tell me what they done. How is it you come to be this way? He tried his best to talk, but his mouth could hardly move, and the mother had to turn her face away. So, after seeing her son in such a pitiable condition, she is not able to hold her, and she at once asked her son that please tell me what happened to you. She asked that please tell me, my darling son, what happened there, and what made you in such a helpless condition. How is what happened that you are in this condition in front of me? John Brown was trying his best to talk and tell his mother what exactly happened, but he was not able to move his mouth. He was not able to speak as his face was all shot up. So, due to which he was not able to open his mouth and speak to her mother, to his mother. And the mother was so badly hurt that she was not able to see her son in this condition, and she turned her face away. It was so badly disfigured.